Hello, can you get me?
Yes, sir. Good day. Thank you.
Good day. I'm happy to have everyone connected. I'm sure you had some good experience with the play out video showing the different certifications offered by the Project Management Institute. Okay, so welcome once again. Welcome everybody. You want to see my face? Let me come on, so we can start. All right. So if you're aware, you can actually put on your video, like at a certain moment.
Puis un mec qui peut être expert aussi, qui est le fameux D-Day là qu'on parle.
Now let me give the rules of the class. Please, once you come in, kindly mute. Keep yourself muted. Okay, so that we can minimize the interruptions. This webinar or this class is going to be in English, but if anybody finds it difficult, we are going to schedule the French session, the French class, okay? The French event. All right, so let me put on my video. All right, once again, we're welcome to the PMI Authorized PMP Certification Orientation course offered by Project Management Institute, or rather offered by Paraclete Institute. Okay, so today is October 3, and this is supposed to be a 1-hour introductory course to now leave us with the choice to move forward to finishing the full free orientation course offered. At least, even with a certificate, if you want to earn a certificate of participation in this course, then we would be able to offer you that at the end as well. All right, so let's get started. And I think the best thing to do is to clear our agenda and see exactly what we have to cover in the next few minutes. Basically, today's agenda on this course, free course, is first of all to uncover the industry trends around this subject, project management. See exactly why individuals as well as organizations are aiming high as far as project management is concerned. Everybody wants to get certified. Every organization is very interested in project management all over the world. There is no place, no industry, no sector that doesn't ascribe to project management principles and certification. So we'll talk a little bit about Paraclete, talk about the project economy and the future of work, and look at the global mega trends and what shapes the profession, and what are some of the top 10 trending certifications that the world is going for, and the advantages that each of them carry. So then we're going to have a deep exchange on PMI certifications and focus our attention on the PMP certification. What is the advantage, the PMP advantage for you? Whether you are a student, or you are a career professional, or mid-career professional, or you are experienced practitioner in the field, if you're a director of a company, manager, you're an entrepreneur, business owner, this is really going to, change a whole lot about how you do work, how you carry out work, how you structure work, how you deliver value. And this our training going to answer every question that you really have about this subject, and how you can navigate the wall of change and create opportunities for yourself and for all those who look up to you. Okay, so that is our agenda today. It's going to be interactive as well, and basically getting to know a little bit about who am I and what do I do. I'm a project manager, certified instructor, fully licensed by the Project Management Institute to offer the PMP certification, to offer the best training to and education in project management to the public. So licensed, and I have some couple of years of experience. And more interestingly, I see enterprise agile transformation as my focus. So many of us here, you definitely have very good backgrounds and experiences with project management. We would like to hear from you a couple of, so we can launch our direction or trajectory of this discussion. So basically, I would like to give the floor, please. Actually, if you'd like to speak, I would like you to open your mic widely and then kind of like introduce yourself, share your expectations about this free webinar and how exactly you come about it, and what do you do really that inspires you taking project management. And I'm sure from there we can of course analyze the pools and see the direction in which we're going to be sharing today. All right, so let's get started. Who picks the floor, please? So if you are ready to start, please, you can put on your your video. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning and afternoon to you.
My name is Alain Alima. It's a pleasure to be in this meeting.
Perfect.
My expectation for this training session is to discover or to figure out some expectation about how to manage some projects. That's my focus point about this training.
Perfect. How you can actually go about managing projects and delivering projects successfully. Perfect. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's within the scope of our discussion today. Yes. Next.
And okay,
what do you do as far as project management is concerned? Are you basically carrying out operations work or project related work?
Actually, I'm in a project. Actually, I'm in a project, and I'm not a, how can I say, a stagiaire. Actually, I'm a stagiaire in a project.
Okay.
And I expect to, actually, I do analyst in and evaluation in projects.
Great.
That's what I'm doing.
I get you. That's perfect. Thank you so much. You said the name again is? Could you rename yourself on yeah, just kind of, because I can see your Infinity is Infinix Hot. So I like to relate with your name if in case. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, next person, we need 3 people. That's all. Not everybody must speak here, just 3.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes, this is Richard Ebot Agbo.
Great.
I work with a multinational company, oil and gas company, as a resource assistant in the supply chain department.
Great.
So for the last 5 years, I interact a lot with projects, but I don't have a clear visibility on how it's been organized. Right. So the main objective I come into this program is to get my sign aligned with senior management experts on how they are following up projects, how they are designing the project from the conception to the audit or control phase. Right. And this is also going to enable me in my startup organization to be more aligned and organized to better off present my business proposals to small organizations.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Abo. Thank you. It's wonderful hearing your passion, sharing your passion on this subject. Okay, who next takes the floor so that we can close up soon on that in this phase of introductions?
Gisela Musi.
Yes, good.
Yeah, I'm Musi Gisela. You asked about where we got into contact about how we got to knowing about this program. I think I saw sponsored ads on Facebook, and that's how I registered. And I am actually a project management officer at the Orange Cameroon in the direction of marketing and communication. I've been into project management, actually been working in that role for 4 years today.
Great.
And I've been around projects for around almost 10 years.
Great.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get my PMP certification. I did study it last year, but due to some things above my control, I was unable to go through and complete. So I'm really looking forward to this orientation, helping me to bring out the quickest, fastest track possible so that I can get the PMP and why not another certification under the PMP family. Thank you.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Gisela. Thank you. It's a pleasure hearing from you, sharing your passion, and of course, the desire to have a clear roadmap to getting certified in record time. Thank you. Okay, one more, just one more. I'm sure we get started. Just one more. Who takes the introduction lead now, please? Right. Okay. If not, we'll get started. All right. It's going to be a brief session, but...
Hi.
Oh, good. Can hear from you. Hi.
Yes, good morning. Yes, good morning at all of us.
Great.
Yes, I'm Gijedon. Sorry for my English, I'm francophone. I just trying to speak in English. Yes. My name is Gijedon. I'm now in Gawa. I work with an association, APA. Now I am the national coordinator. Yes, I coordinate the project and the team. Yes, I have understand about the Paracle on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes, my my objective is to have a PMP to be better in my work,
yeah.
and have many more opportunity in project development because it's my passion. It's just what I can say now. Thank you.
Wow, that's great, Mr. Gee. Thank you so much for that prolific expose of your passion. Yeah, if we were to profile everyone here, I mean, your expectations would definitely align with the fact that project management plays a big role, an essential role to accomplishing your objectives, your goals. Yeah, that is the vehicle, the machinery to get your things done, to accomplish whatever plan you have. All right, so let's get to discuss briefly on today's agenda, which like I began introducing. We would be having a brief look at the project economy and the future of work. What are the expectations? What are the drivers of industry change? in economies, global economies, emerging economies, and whatever. So how do we discern what is of critical need? So through the project economy discussion, we'll be able to explore that and see what are the talents that going forward would be so essential to every field of work, and how professionals are positioning themselves to make a change, to be game changers within their different industries using project management. So number 3, we'll be looking at the megatrends, global megatrends and talent demand. That will just be a flyover anyway, but we'll focus more on having an overview of the PMI certifications, how important they are to us in the areas of our work. And then we can focus on the PMP certification and how to get certified in as short as possible a time, because we know we are busy professionals. So I can share with Madame Gisela's concern to getting certified as soon as possible. All right, so what do we know about project management? If we were to start by looking at the definitions, we'll sleep here, okay? So all is that we need to understand what is happening in the world of project management. That is our critical concern. Please, if you can't get me, I just need to be sure. Just type on the chat box something. If you can get me, fine. Can you get me 5 on 5, 10 on 10, 20 on 20? If yes, yes. My control system is not with me, so I'm trying to get across. You can get me? Perfect. All right, thank you. I'm going on now. All right, so like I said, the project economy is a big subject of discussion, and the Project Management Institute coined this out to really expose every professional, every organization around the world to know what is happening and what is the drive and what the future really is. So project economy is looking at what are the talents that we need, what are the skills that we need to be able to perform the jobs that are for now and for the future. The project economy captures that perspective that we need the knowledge, the skills, the tools, the techniques, capabilities for us to turn our lofty dreams and ideas into reality. And this is the biggest drive that organizations as well as individuals globally are so concerned with, engrossed with. So if we were to look at the importance of project management, basically from this perspective or light, it would lie resultant to in 2 dimensions. Project management is both very, very relevant to individuals and as well as organizations. So project management to individuals will mean that everybody would possess the right skills and mindset to move seamlessly from project to project and in order to help their organizations deliver strategic outcomes. How I can summarize this one will just be this. This will mean to an individual, project management is both for personal and professional productivity and success. So if you have project management skills and knowledge and a good mindset on how you carry out projects, that is it. It means your personal development is highly enhanced, your personal productivity is highly enhanced, and your corporate outlook of seeing and doing things really is shaped far by the project management knowledge. For organizations are equally driving towards project-based project-based ways of working, okay? So to organizations, that will mean delivering value to their stakeholders through successful completion of projects, programs, portfolios, and delivery of products with alignment to value streams. Value streams is what? Value stream is just like, okay, every organization is employing project management approaches or best practices so that they will deliver value. So that's why you're hearing about methodologies. Methodologies to deliver value, method of delivering value. That's what we call project methodology. So those methodologies address the system of value delivery. That means that there are some methodologies that are obsolete. They used to give us a way of delivering value in a very slow way and not reliable. And definitely those are what we call the traditional methodologies, predictive, adaptive, and so, predictive or waterfalls, where you actually can expect value only at the end. The product only comes at the end of the project. So imagine if customer is waiting for a product and it takes 3 years, the project will finish in 3 years. Therefore, wait for that product after 3 years. That's traditional. But there are other methodologies that have come in place to help deliver value faster, incrementally and continuously in a very adaptive and flexible way. And that's what we're going to be seeing today. And that's why you see they're calling it, so the value delivery spectrum spans from predictive methodologies, or what they call waterfall, to adaptive methodologies that we're seeing today called agile. Okay, so looking at that, organizations are really out to make sure they grab the best talents as far as project management is concerned, because that addresses a fundamental area of value delivery. How do you deliver value to your customers, to your stakeholders, and improve the society? That is project management. Okay, so looking at that, in a summary, we would say the project economy is basically what backs most of the important work around the world. No matter where you are, the principles of project management will put you ahead of the curve in determining how you deliver solutions to the world. So we've watched this video already. I just want to push forward to looking at the global coverage of project management demand. Project demand is critically seen all over the world. And if you want to work in any of these continents of the world, fear nothing. Just get yourself ready by getting certified. And of course, position yourself, you profile yourself internationally for all these opportunity zones. So whether you want to work in what industry, project management is right there. All this, the answer is the project economy. And in a nutshell, the project economy is one in which people have the skills and capabilities that they need to turn ideas into reality. This is a call, as well as it is also a recommendation, a policy recommendation, that all industries, all nations, all students, everybody, every worker should get project knowledge, get knowledgeable about projects. Even get certified. If you can't get certified, at least get knowledgeable about projects, because this is the executable machinery to get the things done, deliver value, okay, and create products that we need in our world. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to start a business, you definitely are starting out a project. You see, you're running a project with definite outcomes. And if you can understand project, you definitely will know how to shape your intended outcomes in a very reliable way. But if you don't understand project, you wouldn't know quantifications of scope and so on. So then let's key on to what lies ahead in the horizon. In the industry, the future of work is briefly summarized in what we call the PMI talent triangle here. And the talent triangle is evolving, telling us that a whole lot of shift in mindset and approach is required when we are engaged into project work and in the industry. If we were to look at far into the future and look into now, the kind of talents that we need that should not expire, the talents that you get that will not expire would be project talents. Yeah, because we are living in an advent where we know AI, robots, and so on, machine learning. So many things are going on that machines are taking up work. So many people are thinking, you learn some kind of things that will become obsolete tomorrow, you may become irrelevant. But then with project management, it is the only thing that when you have it in the next 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, nothing can replace project management skills. That is it. That is it. Machines will never take the place of projects. Why? Looking at this talent triangle, you can see that a resultant part of the skills and talents we need to carry out projects successfully is people, is leadership. or they call it power skills. So projects are about people, all right? So the human-centric way of working is projects. And therefore, being strategic as they are, machines can only run operations. But when it comes to strategic work, like projects, people must be involved. And therefore, this talent triangle showcases those three powerful skills, concentric skills that every professional in project management, whether you're taking whatever certification offered by the Project Management Institute or whatever it is, you're building your talent, you're expanding your talent triangle or potential along these three resultants. You have technical project management skills, which emphasize your ability to tailor and apply methodologies and processes, okay? So apply techniques, tools, and whatever it is to get the job done. So it's more of process oriented. Now, turning to the other side, you see, of course, in the future there, you're seeing the future talent triangle there is showing currently ways of working. So tailoring processes to meet context. How well do you understand methodologies? How well do you understand tools and processes, and how you can tailor them? Now, power skills. Power skills is talking about people, leadership, interpersonal, and how exactly you play in leading. If you are appointed project manager over a big project of $10 billion, okay, and you have maybe 10,000 stakeholders and team members, some are scattered all over the world, some are in America, across international timelines and so on, different zones, you probably will be very concerned with the complexity of leading that kind of team. Some are virtual, some are co-located, some are distributed. So it becomes now challenging with multiple opinions. Some are very learned, but you are the project manager tasked over such undertaking. I think you really can appreciate what power skills will bring when you get to know project management to that extent. So power skills will give you the capability to work with teams, different set of teams, different levels, and resolve conflicts, and be able to motivate your teams, emotional intelligence, and so on, putting all that is required for you to be able to get the job done. Now, the third part there is the strategic business and management competence, or business acumen in short. Now, this talks about projects being so strategic that requires that everyone carrying out the project must definitely understand the big goals of the organization, the strategic direction of the organization, and how this project fits within that framework of strategy, delivering according to strategy, the priorities of your organization vis-a-vis the project. So that's why not every project is important until it has a business justification. Okay, so that's why they do a lot of business analysis to be able to uncover the requirements and benefits that every project has vis-a-vis other projects. If you are running 10,000 projects in a portfolio mix, definitely you begin to score, select, prioritize some of the projects that have to go because of limited resources and so on. So projects are always competing for the resources of the organization, and at the same time, all projects have a strategic intent to contributing to the organization's mission. Therefore, we must be able to have this kind of competence. That is the kind of summary skills that we need as project professionals. Now, turning attention to the global trends. Yeah, the job demand in the market is high, exponentially increasing, and it is by PMI's expectation through what we call PMI pools of the profession. They pull out all of this data to show us that in the next 10 years, next 50 years, project talents and demand around the world would exponentially keep growing. So millions and millions of project-related jobs are in demand. Now, if you type online, type on Google, PMP jobs, even in Cameroon, America, Canada, Europe, I think that you have too many choices to make. You see, you have a difficulty as to where you should be able to. And there are some countries where you can have PMP as a high-paying job. higher than others. You may think US is one of them. Yeah, US it pays very well, but Switzerland seems to be one of the heading countries as far as highly paid project managers. So you want to go by that. Project management is a rewarding job anyway, but you can begin to see where exactly the dollars can come in. So 25 million jobs need to be filled by 2030, PMI Pulse of the Profession says. The global job outlook is increasing. Whatever information, whatever sector you find yourself, it could be information sector, financial sector, and so on. You see that most of these organizations are completing projects successfully only through effective project managers. So developing a strong project management competence or framework for your organization as well as for yourself as employees in the organization is critical to seeing how you turn these ideas, lofty dreams of the organization to work. But project management does more than just delivering value. It equally gives us a new perspective of a way of working, okay? It delivers to us a highly evolved culture of working within organizations and teams. So with good project management within an organization, you see you reap the benefits of it beyond just delivering value, but you see that the stakeholders are satisfied, the team members have a very good, approach to getting things done. People don't get tired, weighed off, and dread work and so on. And if you have to turn your attention to seeing the gender parity as far as project management is concerned, women in project management is a critical demand, critical concern in many organizations and many countries as well. So I can tell you more about this data in another setting. But then let's tell a little bit about PMI. Many of us are aware PMI is the global leading force as far as determining standards and credentialing organizations and individuals to be able to do project management effectively. So work in the organization, or rather work in the industry, could be structured along 3 critical domains. You have project, program, or portfolio. So PMI is out to carry out advocacy, research, collaboration, education, to empower and to bring awareness to all communities and nations and industries about the need of the talents to get the job done. So in the global footprint, PMI is made up of members, certified professionals, practitioners, and PMI does have some history worth looking into. It's an organization founded in 1969 in Pennsylvania, US. And for more than 50 years, PMI has demonstrated sufficient, impacts in every economy of the world, having chapters, local chapters everywhere, even Cameroon here. So where professionals can, meet, network, and share knowledge and experiences on the subject and see how they can transform the economies. So right through to the certifications, we can see some of the key primary certifications that are offered by the Project Management Institute, beyond which you have many other variety of certifications that fall with, beyond this mention here. So we have a certified associate in project management, CAPM. We have the project management professional, PMP. We have program management professional, PGMP. Portfolio management professional, PFMP. Agile certified practitioner. Those are very nice certifications. We'll talk about them here. You're like, whoa, I will go for all. But we'll focus on our PMP anyway. But I'm just introducing the relatives or brothers and sisters of PMP so that if you aspire to getting certified PMP, you definitely should know what PMP contributes and what some of these other certifications can as well do in case your future holds with them. Now you have risk management professional, scheduling professional, business analysis professional. So About us, we are an authorized training partner of the Project Management Institute, and the two logos there point that we, our organization, Paraclete Institute, is authorized, is licensed to offer project management education to the public, as well as the instructors that carry out the training are equally licensed by the Project Management Institute through the Train the Trainer licensing program. Okay, so it means that this map here shows many things about an organization. It means the organization is mature in practices in delivering high quality training in project management to the public. It means we equally possess the requisite licensed content, called it turnkey content, material that is carefully developed, crafted to meet the certification needs of individuals and organizations. It equally means that every course we deliver has some global vetting and standardization by PMI. And it means the organization has undergone all the rigorous audits required to meet the governance requirements of this kind of training. So talking a little bit about the ATP organizations, it just means that if you type on PMI website, there is a particular link in the PMI directory where you can trace whether an organization is ATP or not. An ATP organization is the direct link organization that works with PMI, okay, to foster this project management education and standards around the world. So in our economy here, we do have Paraclete Institute to rely on to help you to achieve your certification dreams in record time. We have good experience. We have offices in Douala, Yaoundé, Boya, and beyond Cameroon, we are equally registered in Canada, US, Nigeria, and so. Now, with our training, we have come to realize that many people want to get certified, but that's not our number one dream. Our number 3 dream objective is to get people certified, but that's not number 1. I'm saying that number 1 is critically to us. In our training philosophy, 3 key objectives stand clear. We want to make sure that through our training, you master project management and become a hands-on project manager. That is number 1 objective. Yes, it doesn't matter if you get certified. Some people can get certified without mastering how to run projects. When you are given the challenge to run a project, like the one I was quoting, $10 billion with 10,000 stakeholders, team members scattered across the globe, that will become complex. You know, some people could shy away because there is a lot that goes into, you know, getting people really take the challenge to becoming project managers. Now, number 2 is value. Exploring the value of project management, getting you aligned to and motivated to maintain your momentum. Some people, you know, if you don't know what something is, you definitely may not be interested in it. Even some people may start a course, and you go to university, start a course, a degree, a whole degree course, and it has a powerful future, but you could drop it along the way or pursue some other things. Why? The relevance was not revealed to you. So part of our objective in training is to see that there is that kind of need for us to discuss the relevance and see what some other guys are doing, shaping the global trajectory in project management. Number 3 now, okay, after we've gone through all that, why not? We give you the practical tuning to enable you get the certification. I don't think that getting the certification is difficult if you have gone through the right training, you have the right coach, you have the right licensed content, and that is it. But it gets difficult, especially being a practitioner certification, PMP, for example. It gets very difficult because people approach it with an academic perspective. Yeah, rather than a practitioner perspective. It is a certification that demands some level of mature thinking as far as projects are concerned. And so the training is aligned with case studies, discussions, practical things that can actually put you in the job perspective, in the environment of work, to reason as a project manager, to act and make decisions as a project manager. So the kind of questions that come for the PMP certifications, for example, warrants that you should have that practitioner mindset about the subject. Okay, so that is what differentiates. So we have simulators, exam simulators that are well built by PMI to all our candidates to take the PMP certification very easily. So the certification readiness, after training, we activate your certification timeline and you go through simulators that are very licensed to prepare you for the real exam. So most of those simulators are really standard, which I think if you really can have a good score there, you wouldn't find surprises on the day of the exam itself. So our success rate is encouraged by this approach that I just explained. Now let's look at a critical way of judging how methodologies of work come about as far as project management is concerned. The different certifications actually have relevance, but let's start with how methodologies in project management come about. Methodologies that are called waterfall, traditional, predictive, plan, based, and so on. They fall in this lower simple area here, what we call simple. That sphere there that is simple means requirements for such projects are clear. The technology, the degree to implement those projects are very, very simple. So projects in construction, they fall around here where everything can be understood upfront. The scope is well understood. Requirements can be estimated, well calculated, documented. That is it. That is it. So everything is simple and easy to be calculated. Therefore, we don't need some kind of unknown formulas, right? So there we can use the traditional or waterfall methodology. But not every work is like that. In every project, there are lots of risk factors. Risk factors come with uncertainties, and uncertainties can as well be described as unknowns. Unknowns with, instability. Requirements are not stable. Requirements are changing. Things are changing. People are changing. Options are changing. Stakeholder desires are changing. Expectations are changing. Interests are changing. So when you are running a project in such a turbulent environment where change is too complex, the environment becomes too dynamic. So for you to capture requirements very detailedly, you will need another kind of methodology of work. And that's what Agile comes in. You see? So it's in complicated to complex and then chaos, where everything becomes totally risky. So now we employ project methodologies of work from simple or what they call predictive to adaptive by understanding the spectrum for requirements, stability, and so on and so on. So now when we introduce our different certifications to the different certifications of PMI now, you will now start understanding with that background, okay? So now look at the certification framework. Basically, PMI has certifications for everybody. At the entry level with zero experience, you can actually still become a project manager somehow. I mean, master some basics, concepts, terminologies, processes, and how project managers are doing work, what they need to do. So at times, when you find yourself fitted within a project environment, you are not lost. When they are talking that language, you know, yeah, that's what it is. So PMI Project Management Ready is one of such certifications. You have another one here, CAPM. CAPM is very robust now. I think everybody should be encouraged to start with CAPM because with 0 to 3 years, you can still take your CAPM. Even if you are having 10 years of experience, okay, in your industry, but your work is not chiefly project-based. If your work is mostly operations, like marketing functions, and so on and so on, of course, marketing, they run projects, but and talk about functional structures where you're working in operations, working in a functional department. You want to upskill and change career and move yourself up to a higher task level to leading projects. Then take CAPM, because your organization will definitely understand you have project knowledge. Then beyond that, you have ACP, Discipline Agile, Scrum Master, and Senior Scrum Master. You have 3 years plus experience with PMP. So if you are 3 years and above in work experience, PMP is a possible go-to. You have PBA, that's Professional in Business Analysis, Discipline Agile Value Stream Consultant, Discipline Agile Coach. Then with more than 8 years of experience, you definitely be thinking about Program Management Professional, Portfolio Management. So 0 years of experience, there's a certification for you. More than 8 years, if you're a veteran in the field, PMI still calls your attention. There is something more for you. Now, let's see what happens when we discuss a little bit about each of these certifications. In a nutshell, the CAPM, as we said, is an entry-level associate to the PMP. And with the CAPM certification, it means that it becomes an asset for you to position yourself in the industry of work as a project assistant, project staff, or project expeditor, and so on. So very knowledgeable about project management methodologies, knowledgeable about processes, knowledgeable about even the business aspects of projects. CAPM gives you all of that rigorous foundation. So this is suited for who? Career beginners, career changers, upskillers. Upskillers are people within organizations who want to upskill and take higher level challenges within the organization who are carrying out projects. Now we can see that the exam had actually also evolved, and we're having a new CAPM content, exam content outline. So for people who used to think that PMBOK is the way to go to get certified in PMP or CAPM, this is obsolete. The PMBOK is obsolete as far as this is concerned. All right, so somebody's screen is being shared, is active. Your screen is active. That's why you are giving some strokes on the screen. Okay, all right. Please try to control that. So features of your updated exam. Now, let's explore the power of CAPM. Most people think CAPM is just a joke. The CEO and president of PMI started with the CAPM. He got certified last year in September, CAPM. Okay. Then this year he got certified Discipline Agile and then got PMP. So he got PMP and Discipline Agile Scrum Master. That's to tell you the power of those certifications anyway. They are very important. So it's a 3-hour exam, 50 questions, multiple choice. And the domains of the exam will cover project fundamentals and core concepts, predictive or plan-based methodologies, agile frameworks and methodologies, business analysis. So business analysis is so with this certification, you can start a business. You understand? So you have business analysis, how to develop a business case, a business plan. All of that is inside the CAPM. All right, so what about the PMP certification? Let's zero into that. The PMP is the gold standard certification regarded as such in the industry. If you are PMP certified, your attention to detail and to rigorousness of delivering projects is highly enhanced. Your attention is on value delivery. So PMP has a lot of power in giving you all the capabilities you require to be able to develop any work and deliver with any kind of methodology of work, whether it's predictive, adaptive, or hybrid. So PMP exam supersedes just working with predictive methodology, like the 2020 exam, because this is a new exam content outline emphasizing that you are no longer just working with one methodology, like predictive processes. It used to be five process groups: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, and controlling and closing. But now All of those things are subsumed within 3 critical domains of the exam: people, process, and business environment. I still emphasize the people there, 42%, process 50%, business environment 8%. So the PMP covers agile methodologies, predictive methodologies, and hybrid approaches to deliver value. So in a PMP exam, typically you have 180 questions to be completed in 230 minutes. That's 4 hours less by 10 minutes. There are multiple choice, fill in the blank, multiple responses, matching, and hotspots. Fill in the blank doesn't mean you're going to write with your pen. No, everything is computerized. Everything is fill this by, it's all multiple choice summarily. Now, the content areas for the exam PMP are 6: business environment, starting the project planning, leading the team, supporting the team for performance, and closing the project. But it's different from the approach that you used to have with 5 process groups and so on. Under this, we have a lot of topics to discuss. Yeah, so then you have the course is delivered with a case study, master case study that spans the entire program from lesson 1 right up to lesson 6, and see how you can actually apply these concepts in real life projects. Okay, now with the next certifications, we have construction. For those who are into the construction industry, construction professional has come to facilitate your ability to get things done in that field. As a construction professional, you'll be covering 7 core micro-credentials and getting a final full certification called PMI's construction profession. Now, if you want to move into other certifications, you have like programming requires 8 years of experience. A program is basically a lot of projects put together with intent to deliver benefits, which you can't have those benefits except those related projects were managed together as a group. So program management requires a bigger experience, managing many projects. So you definitely find yourself working with a lot of project managers to derive benefits amongst the multiple projects. Portfolio is dealing with the ability to control and optimize value through managing programs, projects, operations. So portfolio is very strategic, requiring strategic alignment, governance, and so on and so on. So with portfolio management, you know that the objectives of your organization will always be met. And also with portfolio management, it means you'll be always doing the right projects and programs. Your investment is put in the right thing that will deliver optimally. Okay, so in portfolio management, you are doing the right work, the right job. Because if you ask yourself, your organization is always coming out work, but are you actually doing the right work? That's what portfolio will do, will help you to clarify that. So that is it. You have risk management. Risk is really where we can talk because every project has risk. And I'll even say that every project is actually a risk undertaking because risk is present at all levels, whether in the project, on the program, or portfolio level, or enterprise level, even operations risk. So if you are certified as a risk professional, it opens your mind and with the capabilities to identify risks, to assess these risks, mitigate the threats, and capitalize on opportunities. So as a risk professional, you are handling risk at 2 dimensions: positive risk, which is opportunity, and negative risk, which is threats. Most people have thought risk is only negative, but risk to PMI, and at this level, is a positive. It also has a positive dimension. And so what do you do to the positive? You enhance and capitalize on those opportunities so that your organization should have higher chances of getting the project realized. So risk is very helpful at high governance levels in making decisions that will help the organization invest properly. What about business analysis? We talk about it in the passing, but it's one of the foundations to all project work. And business analysis begins with understanding requirements of a project and knowing how to design business case from the business needs perspective. Either you are exploring an opportunity or you are exploring a solution, working out a problem, solving a problem. So with business analysis, you can develop very, very clear business goals, business benefits, business outcomes for every project. So every project begins with business analysis work first. So having business intelligence capability where you can see what benefits is this project going to deliver vis-a-vis other constraints like costs constraints, risk constraints of not meeting the goal and so on. So business analysis will give you the drill, the capabilities, the lens and the tools for you to analyze and show that, wow, to your investors or to your sponsors or to whoever, senior management, that this idea is lofty and is good enough for us to invest in. Without business analysis, no project will ever come to light in the right way. No project will be properly initiated. It will only be guesswork and assumptions. And, you know, with assumptions, you can crash on the rocks. Most projects can get terminated, truncated, abandoned, you know, just because they didn't do proper business analysis. Yeah, so this is a competence that helps individuals to become business developers, business. Oh, I can find some people talking. Please, could you mute yourself, please? Soon down you. Madam Ria, can you put some people on mute?
Trucs comme ça, là, les gars de course, là.
Hello, Mr. Bison, please. You are not muted, please. Could you keep yourself muted? We're running off very soon, but then we'll be focusing back into PMP to give us a nutshell on how exactly the training is delivered and how you can actually also earn the next certificate. Okay, so all right, so are you getting everything very well, just to be sure? All right, so if you're getting everything fine, please comment on the group. I just want to be sure you're getting me. Okay, you can drop your questions, drop your concerns on the chat box. All right, thanks. Okay, we're on business analysis, and I'm closing out on business analysis by saying that to you as an individual, business analysis can take you further to be able to develop good business statements or business proposals or what they call grant proposals. And it can shape everything about how you deliver value, how you quantify value, identify benefits to every project, and how you can shape the intended outcomes to your project. So business analysts are working in collaboration with project managers to manage requirements, benefits, and drive intended outcomes of those benefits. All right, so now we can look at ACP, Agile Certified Practitioner. Like we just said, the world of project requires that we should master methodologies. So PMP certification is the only certification that positions individuals to be able to master the wide spectrum of methodologies, whether you are working from whatever angle to which angle, what kind of project you are working, what kind of environment, whether it's a turbulent environment or it's a fixed requirements environment, you would definitely apply the right methodology and tailor the right approach of work. So with your PMP, you at least have some good knowledge about Agile. Agile just means agility. It means flexibility. It means adapting, you know, a methodology of work that delivers value fast and manages change, responds to change very, very predictably, very reliably, and makes teams work in a very high cultured environment, highly motivated. So with Agile has so many frameworks, more than 50 methodologies exist under Agile. And so studying Agile certified practitioner means you develop depth, you know, and height and breadth in the mastery of methodologies, mastery of Agile or adaptive methodologies like Scrum, Kanban, Lean, Extreme Programming, Test-Driven Development, Crystal, and so on. So there are many, more than 50 methodologies exist, but Scrum is one of them that probably many people may have heard. With Scrum, you have many other certifications under Scrum, like Scrum Master, Scrum Product Owner, Scrum Developer, Scrum Skilled, and so on, Lean Scrum. So many certifications can exist with different agendas of work. Okay, so with Scrum, we know you can find relevance anywhere in the world. Scrum certifications are gaining the grounds. Scrum is the most flexible, agile way of working. So it's one of the agile methodologies that is used by more than 50% of the agile world. It's easy to apply. You can implement Scrum in your organization, in your work, in your teams, your department, and so on. So getting Scrum certified tells you the story that you can do projects in any kind of environment that is adaptive. Okay, so that's it. ACP is that very, very robust certification covering all agile frameworks and practices that helps you to become an agile coach, a mentor in your organization. All right, scheduling professional, another certification that strikes relevance. You would bear with me that most projects fail most of the time due to scheduling conflicts. Yeah, the timely completion of projects and initiatives is really critical in every industry of work. So whatever undertaking, at times you have your project's objective may be tied to a particular market window opportunity, right? So if you don't manage that project properly with time as a critical constraint to meeting that timeline, you may not actually, realize the objectives. The project may actually slip beyond the timeline and then you miss the opportunity. So scheduling professionals don't joke. If you hear that, okay, Samsung has a new Samsung S40, they will launch it by December. If they have come out to say, okay, December 10 is the launch date, do you know what that means? To the whole world, people, there are conglomerates, people who kind of like plan, take big loans, and they plan that with the release of the next S40, they are going to hit their first 10 million sales around the world in the next 3 days. So they are prepared. They have done all kinds of, so imagine that all that is done. And prior to the day of the launch, the CEO comes out and say, of Samsung comes out and say, hello world, please guys, sorry. The launch of S40 is going to be delayed by just 5 days. Sorry. Oh, sorry. By 5 days, we're sorry for the inconveniences this might have cost. Do you know what that means? Even if it's going to be delayed by 1 hour, do you know the time value of money is in the real world of professionalism? We don't do that. We don't take it. So scheduling professional will help to give the right scheduling models that would make every project meet its timely completion deadlines and so on. So it's very critical. Most of the times when someone gets certified in PMP and then you go further to specialize to having scheduling professional, it can tell another story that your consultancy dimension to any project is higher than just the project manager. Okay, so that's it for the core foundational certifications. We wouldn't take much time there. So let's go with let me just maybe pause here, ask some few questions if you have any questions before I can wrap it up. Our trainings are done online, on-site, at organizational levels. And we equally have some good news for those who like to aspire to take their training out of the country. You can actually meet us. We can arrange your training maybe with your teams to be in Canada or Dubai, you know, wherever you want it to be in US. Yeah. And we do know many individuals like international experiences too. So if our training, if we go into PMP, let me just give you a small rundown. You want to know about costs. Cost in the training varies. PMP can actually vary from whatever hundreds of thousands to millions. The idea, like I told you in our 3 pillar objectives there in training, varies with the need. There must be a business case for your training. If your training is to make you, you know, master, have real hands-on mastery, at times the training can be adapted to organizational context. Okay, so that takes into consideration some enterprise-grade learning model, peer learning, and on-the-job learning, and some kind of consultative extents. And that is why you can see some of, in our brochure, some of the costs are, you know, staggering up at close to 2 million. Just for the same certification. Yeah, I may say, oh, is it the same certification? Yes, yes, because the levels of delivery and the rigor of delivery is different from when somebody wants to have a 1-month accelerated crash to get certified. We can offer that. We can even offer a 6-hour drive towards certification. So if anybody wants that kind of model, yeah, we get it costed. So then that is just a snippet on how we offer the trainings. We can give you training through bootcamp approach, where you have bootcamp phase 1, 2 days covered, and then you span two months or 1 month of revision, tutorial models, and so on. Then you come again phase 2, bootcamp phase 2 for the same PMP. Then you close it out and get certified. So within 1 month, you can take that approach. It's a whole day learning for 2 days and 2 days. 2 days this month, 2 days next month, you can clear it. We give it that way because, you know, most people think learning for 5 days straight is crazy. You can get drunk and fall off, you know, and then you learn nothing. You paid and you have paid the money. So we want that you should be satisfied and get certified. Then if you like to take your training in again a sparse, flexible mode, fine. 2 days in a week, evenings from 7 to 9:30 p.m. You can follow your training for 1 month and assisted with a lot of tutorial and self-directed learning. You get certified. That's for people who are just going straight towards certification. But if you wanted to have a more comprehensive and enriched training experience with some kind of, you know, attention to 1 or 2 things, then 3 months training can also interest you. 2 sessions a week, just like the 1 month, but span over 3 months with more hours of coverage, giving you a piecemeal and giving you all it takes for you to master projects and get certified. All right, so that's it. Any question there, please? Thank you. Okay. If no question, but let me check the chat box. If somebody had a question there.
Hello, yeah, please, I have a question. Can we have the various training formats and the pricing sent to us by mail? Because I think we have contacts, mail contacts.
Great, great. Thank you, Madam Gisela. I think, is your email in the system with us here?
Yeah, I think I received an email.
Okay.
I did receive
Okay, let me
a
just drop
reply.
the institute's number in case you have to reach out.
Yes, and I'm sending my email one-on-one to the institute right now on this chart.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. If we are done, then fine. I think we can wrap it up. For those of you, if you need it in French, this session is for English, so we're going to take it into French next time. Give you the French communication. Hey, Prof. Alexis, how are you? Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much. Can we disconnect now if it's done?
Yes, you can disconnect. Nice. Okay, we're done.
Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
Perfectly. Have a great day, everyone. And if you have any questions, to reach out to us. Our number has been dropped on the chat box, so you can actually access us directly. Have a great day. Email address, you can write project management training.
Hello. Good morning, sir. May I ask you a question?
Yes, please, you can go ahead.
I'm Tuba Siddiqui. I'm from Pakistan. I'm graduate in biochemistry. Is that good for me to take this course in this subject? Is that valuable for me?
Okay, in this subject on PMP, right?
Yes, you're right.
Great. Okay, may I have your contact? I'm going to be reaching out to you personally to give you a proper.
Yes, I already send you my information, contact information in comment box. Can I send you again?
Yes, I will get to you right away after this.
Oh, okay, thank you.